MPCC Secretary KANGUJAM Ratan Kumar quits party after INC-led pre-poll alliance decided not to field Congress candidate in Kurai Assembly constituency. Manipur adds 452 new COVID-19 cases, 407 recoveries and 1 death in past 24 hours. Positivity rate stands at 20.81%. And India locks over 2,51,000 new COVID-19 cases, over 3,47,000 recoveries and 627 deaths in 24 hours. Daily positivity rate stands at 15.88%. Hello and welcome to Impact News watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear a mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Pre-polled alliance of 6 political parties led by INC formed yesterday to overthrow BJP in the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election seems to have a boomerang effect. As part of the alliance, it was agreed upon that no Congress candidate will be fielded in Kurai Assembly constituency. Disappointed with the decision, MPCC Secretary KANGUJAM Ratan Kumar, who is an intending candidate from Kurai Assembly constituency, left the Congress party. Ratan Kumar announced that he will be joining to National Political Party to contest in the upcoming election. Speaking to media at his Kangla Sagom South residence yesterday, KH Ratan Kumar said he worked earnestly for the party and is disappointed with the party leader's decision of not fielding any candidate in the constituency. The intending candidate said he immediately consulted with members of Kurai Block Congress Committee and decided to resign from the MPCC Secretary post and primary membership of PCC. Stating that he worked for years for the Congress Party, Ratan Kumar condemned the recent decision made by the Congress leaders in collusion with some other political parties.
Yang Chahi Taruk Tare Nipan Muksi Wak Tawduna Lakchabasida Kaisu Leitaba Mawongda Makoina Saigi candidate Thadularo Habasida Kitang Nuaitadana Aigi Prajasingi Damakta Khallaga Amadi Aigi Mayam Singsi Khallaga Aibu Nuksibiriba Amadi Aigi Kendragi development Pamjabadigi development Tawnaba Yuakalon Sangsala Iba Kudimaktu Yamna Laiba Wahi Amakanga Mutalakpaduda Ayak Nuaitadana Lajabani Adu Loina Ayak Soidana Maki Atopa party mada join tawraga I board soidan lepkani amadi prajagi seba ai soidan maki tawkhini haibagi challenge dunia ina thamjaning basi akhoi changaragadi makoi gi karumba standard handarakadra aina kanbugum su aina u khara yawi maramde akoi gi koina aina office ta leading ida cha puthom mi duna MLA oi kalabni no upai leite adu masing duna koina lakpada kitang nuai tabusu leramba yai haidna khali.
Speaking to media, Kurai BCC President K. Sanazawa condemned Congress party leaders for taking decisions without consulting ground-level party workers. Sanazawa said under his presidentship of Kurai Congress Block Committee, he was able to mobilize for an efficient Congress candidate in the constituency. He maintained that the Block Congress Committee took various initiatives for the party under the initiative of KANGUJAM Ratan Kumar. Sanazawa termed it a shame for MPCC leaders decided to support CPI candidate instead after all this. He denounced the party and announced that all committee members have severe ties with the Congress party and also asserted that they will not support CPI candidate in the constituency. Members burned down Congress party flags and posters at KH Ratan Kumar's residence.
Kuraida Ashamwana Masida Torki Basahi Marisida India in a Congress Mapangan Shoda Potamda Congress Mapangan Brina Togri program Mayam Project Mayam Koi the Togria Di Koi support Yogdana Koji Inogi support Matglo in a Koi Kana Congress ki organization Ji Togzerpuni Masida Gide Koi I Pamjabam Pami Tugina Sita Congress Committee Mutale.
Fact list of BJP candidates for all 60 assembly constituencies for the 12th Manipur State Assembly election are circulating on social media. The fact list is signed by BJP National General Secretary and Headquarter in charge Arun Singh. Interestingly, the list included names of candidates who have already resigned from BJP and those who are not even contesting the upcoming election. According to Impact News sources, BJP is yet to announce the names of its candidate. It is speculated that BJP will announce its party tickets to intending candidates in a couple of days. President of BJP Sagolbant Mandal, Dr. H. Roshikanta, lamented over circulation of fake BJP candidate list on social media. He said such rumors are creating insecurity among BJP workers. Speaking to media at BJP Sagolbant Mandal office in Segarot, Imphal today, Roshikanta appealed to stop spreading fake news. He expressed firm belief that BJP central and state leaders will allot party ticket dedicated intending candidates.
Mayam Chelsea, tension of the Lina Tore, tension of the Lina Torima Tamsedi, Ningon de Pacapea, Caribba Paunumsi, Kangragadi, Natraga Kangagaso, Penic with the Portuguese, Portucarino, source of Kangragadi, Paudo, Kunisma, the Fomanjin, the official oil of Power Taiko, official oilagadi, officially the Salamayam Kanadu Yaminadune, the official oil of the Paudo Kunamayam, Supermi Feng and Havire, Canandro, Carino, Havire, can get there to Regasu, Paudunadi, Sapu, people not a Wetoba. Partida Nuxibiba, Partida Tazibiba, Sigi Porche, Manga Tamzaraga, Party unit Tabak Jeremy, Party Uina, grassroots level Legi Tabak Jeriba, grassroots Sekarino Masakangami, Party Masakangagadi, Porche Tabak with the Amri, and the Party Masakangami, Tasena, Masigi Tickets, to be reckoned Tazabsulej.
Tongzu Assembly constituency former Congress party intending candidate Peshorjit Sanglapam joined Janata Dal United today. Speaking to media, Peshorjit Sanglapam said he joined JDU trusting the ideas of Nitish Kumar-led party and to be a representative of Tongzu Assembly constituency. Vice President of JDU Manipur State Unit, Lemza-led Hauki Party Chief's General Secretary Maisnam Dorendro accorded a warm welcome to Peshorjit Sanglapam at JDU office in Hodam Machin. Speaking on the occasion, Peshorjit said people of the constituency, especially his workers, urged him to join JDU after he failed to get the INC ticket.
Nitish Kumar ji magi leadership mahaki wakhalon masi appreciate bogalona akogi state ki leadership ta hujik laibiriba akogi state ki president oibiriba amadi state ki general secretary akoi office bearer mayam gi mogi wakhalon mayam siga gi wakhan chanaruba wakhan manageruba akogi pandam amata oina manipur gi yaifanaba manipur gi horiba naha singi yaifanaba amadi sotharba ima singi ise singi da maktani haidan leptar legadaba aduma party adumagi wakhalun managerubuna maram oiraga handaki lakadaba election sida JDU da ai mireba moina miyam gi seba tawbu ngambu oijage haidana mireba intoksage haidana ai yendra ima halaman pumna maktege ai boni jari.
Speaking on the occasion, Chief General Secretary of JDU Manipur State Unit, Maisnam Dorendro, expressed firm belief that entry of reputable candidate like Peshorjit in JDU will strengthen the party. He claimed that some MLAs and around 8 former MLAs are likely to join the party in upcoming days. He added that party ticket will be announced after holding the party core committee meeting tomorrow. Tongzu Block Congress Committee Working President, Executive Member, 12th Congress Workers, 12th Women Wing members formally joined JDU today. General Secretary Organization of JDU Manipur State Unit, H. Rabikant, and party members attended the event.
Soidramaki Manipurda Lakoturiba Saka Sida JDU Soidana from Karakan Mani Habagi Taza to Subsana Lajay, Miamgi Sazo, and the Manipur Pazagi, Sazo, JDU Nasu, Saka, Haying Saka Yakan, the Pazagi, Nasi Waliva, or Mayama Siemens and Navada, who you Amating, JDU Takisu, Togani, Singaranko Committee, Hama Mipum Hungre, Haying, Kogi, the Mitumba, Mumbaro, the Core Committee meeting, and his romantic Pongani, Adugi Matungina, Haying Mak ticket, Lautopai, Suyai, Aduga Kara Lautoga, Konaka Lautosia, do Subsanity, Core Committee. Zurson we go down in Amadubak Subsan Hibing am day. Haying say Emile Masi Hiba Palm the Veneto, Hungry Emile, a hungum day, Samba Yabisa, don't have to like a drank Kali, do Subsana Madugi confirmation over the lake, Duga Topa, Josie Emile or Rivado ex Emile Kara, the Swederoki, ꯌꯥꯝꯗꯕꯗ ꯇꯔꯦꯠ ꯅꯤꯄꯥꯟꯒꯨꯝꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗ ꯁꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯆꯪꯉꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯊꯥꯖꯕꯗꯨ ꯂꯩ
36-hour total shutdown imposed by Manipur State Panchayat Parishad ended at 6 p.m. today. The band was called in areas under the jurisdiction of 161 Gram Panchayat since 6 a.m. yesterday, pressing demand to release pending funds under Manrega, Centre's 15th Finance Commission and State's 4th Finance Commission. Band supporters block Imphal Ukrul Road straight from Kurai Nandabam Lekai till Sawongbung Gate. Vehicular movement was restricted and Kurai Lamlong Market also remained closed. Essential services like healthcare, religious activities were relaxed during the shutdown. State police took necessary measures to avoid any unwanted incidents. Speaking to media, convener of PRI Ad hoc Committee Manipur P. Surabala condemned the state government for not releasing the funds sanctioned by the centre to be released within 3 days for almost a year. She said they would not accept the order issued by RD and PR department yesterday regarding release of 87 crore rupees and demanded release of the full amount of more than rupees 113 crore at the earliest.
15 Finance Commission gi installment ahung gi paisa haujik phawba 2020 degina 2021 gi paisa sing PRI sing da khoi gi center government na granted oina pirak khraba sing adu pirak tabana maram oiraga haujik 2021-22 gi second installment gi paisa haujik phawba lakh 87 crore thadok khren haire haiba crore 87 adu 37 amadi state matching share ni aduga 50 amana center na thador khiba paisa sing adu degi machelam khak pirak pane masina ekhoi sarkar asina afaba tawi khungang hena chawkhana na ba tawi Hairaga, Equigi Sindana, Solomdana, Tabaktana, Equigi Piarai Singbo, Amasum Kungangi, Miambu, Karisuto, Bangamloi, Kalaga, Tabak Swan, Karaga, Kusuman, Pibida Habasi, Equigi Manipur's da Apabalenga, Amalate Habasi, Matang, Asoida Yamna, Mayak Shangri.
Meanwhile, convener of Panchayat Tiras Institute Ad hoc Committee P. Surabala announced that protest demonstration will be staged in all CD blocks starting tomorrow against Manipur government failing to release the pending funds for Panchayat Tiras institutions even after the 36th-hour total shutdown. She also warned that representatives of the PRI will stage protests at Jantar Mantar in Delhi, besides submitting a memorandum to the Prime Minister and Union Minister of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj.
Lengak amasung Finance Department na athuba matamda thadok perkini haibagi asa thamjari karigumba hariba senpham sing asi thadok triba phawwa Manipur State Panchayat Parishad na ekhoi makhal makha kya gi khongjak sing jigi kani 15 finance ki fund sing asi center government na Manipur government da pirak khrabasu season na thok tabana maram oiraga e-gram swaraj portal da hariba pesa se season dabana maram oiraga lakaduriba 2021-22 gi second installment ki paisa haujik laktadana leire mamang da lakraba paisa sing adu utilization certificate thadaba amasung e-gram swaraj portal da effect tawdabagini afaba lengak amagi saktam lawbi ge haiba oiraga di fund sing ase athu matam da thadopio haibasi Manipur State Panchayat Parishad ki maikai degi lengak asida humble request ama ekhoi tawjari.
GSC against 21st January 2022 security lapses on petroleum products submitted memorandum to governor pressing demands to profit into attack on oil and LPG tankers by Bund supporters at Ketil Mambi and to book miscreants involved. GSC further warns of the unprecedented hesitations against failure to conduct departmental inquiry by February 10. In connection to speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, JAC convener Ahung Sangbam Tampayai stated that although security forces carry arms, they are not granted any legal powers, else then self-defense. Hence, such security lapse led to vehicle damage and injury of drivers during the attack. Thereby urges government to give authority to security forces for ensuring safety of drivers.
Mathoida koina tawli haram badu ekoi ge sinjana moi munna khanara matungda lebaki law and order situation ji yengaga February gi tarik 10 bhogi manungda akoi gi hujiki hariba sabana ba demand hana tarik 13 mathoida oiram badu matam kitang ye thokpagi wadani security da koina sumba action pb ba awareness pb ba moi whatever moi gi manungi disciplinary punishment do haitare koina starting point ba adegi koi gi lairiba koi gi dealers site ke ju gas ki authority lairiba mayam akoi gi sida akoi gi business forum sida se agency da yauriba mari lena ba singse loina shutdown tawne haiba thaba am bau tawro hai.
Body of a non-Manipuri was found along Amite Road at Salam area between Thobal Sagol Tongba and Muizing village today. The deceased is 35 years old Ashutosh Prasad, son of Siaramt Prasad, resident of Manipur, Bela Chiraya, East Champaran district of Bihar. He dealt in leather bags and posed at Pauna Bazar, Kakulong area, and was staying at and rented accommodation in Pauna Bazar. Impact News sources said locals found his body early this morning. The body has stab wounds like caused by a kitchen knife and sickle. A team of Thobal police and forensic experts arrived at the scene and carried out on the spot investigation and later shifted the body at Janim's morgue. A police source, the man is suspected to have been kidnapped in four-wheeler and brought at the site where he was killed and later dumped. Police also recovered a blood-stained, sickled and kitchen knife from a nearby field. Thobal police has registered a case. Justice Committee on Anglo-Manipuri War 1891 Kanglaipa expressed displeasure on RSS Chief Dr. Mohan Bhagawat's statement, which allegedly misinterpreted that Manipur was a part of India since the time of Mahabharata. The RSS chief made the statement during his recent state visit. Press release from the committee said Manipur was an independent land even during the Anglo-Manipuri War fought in 1891 and that Kanglaipa came to be known as Manipur during the reign of King Pamheba in 1724. Southeast Asia Cultural Organization SICO term RSS chief Dr. Mohan Bhagawat claimed that Manipur was a part of India since the time of Mahabharata as unfortunate. SICO maintained that Manipur was an independent land comprising of its own language, script, culture and religion among others. SICO further urges relevant authorities from tarnishing Manipur's image in the future. Manipur added 452 new COVID-19 cases out of 2,172 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID-19 positivity rate stands at 20.81%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,32,156. Active cases are 3,804. One COVID death was reported in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 2,037. On the positive note, 407 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours, rising the total recovered cases to 1,26,315. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 95.58%. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Notice the ahan boy na RBI na regulate ba amasung Ministry of Finance Department of Financial Services Government of India na Surface 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakang kraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pi da manggil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahumdoi hangdokchare chahi tara-taret ki khomchota lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited gi miyamna financial facilities sing lawirana ba ningsingjari Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters company Uripok Tarambam Laikai. Notice the ahan boy na RBI na regulate ba amasung Ministry of Finance Department of Financial Services Government of India na Surface 2002 gi makada financial institution ama oina sakang kraba Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Housing for All mission gi makada subsidized home loan pi da manggil thariba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited amadi masigi sister company singi Guwahati yauna branch tarahumdoi hangdokchare chahi tara-taret ki khomchota lakraba Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited gi miyamna financial facilities sing lawirana ba ningsingjari Panthoibi Housing Finance Company Limited and its sisters companies Uripok Tarambam Laikai.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 2,51,209 fresh COVID-19 cases, 3,47,443 recoveries, and 627 deaths in 24 hours. Positivity rate stands at 15.88%. As per the latest report of the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases stands at 21,05,611. Total recoveries are 3,80,24,771 and recovery rate stands at 93.60%. Death toll reaches 4,92,327. Over 164 crore 44 lakhs doses of COVID-19 vaccine had been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 36 crore 73 lakhs 49,000 people. Above 56 lakhs 58,000 people have died and recoveries are above 29 crore 5 lakhs 18,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 2 crore 81 lakhs 78,000 in the world. Delhi government has decided to ease the restrictions in national capital imposed due to rise in COVID-19 cases. It has decided to revoke weekend curfew and even open markets without the odd even rule. This decision was taken in the 32nd meeting of Delhi Disaster Management Authority under the chairmanship of Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal. In the meeting, it was decided to open all government offices with 100% strength up to grade 1 level, while restaurants, bar and cinema halls to operate up to 50% capacity. However, night curfew from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. every day will continue in the city. Schools will also remain closed in the national capital. Various related gatherings to be allowed with 50% capacity of the venue, subject to a maximum of 200 persons. Monitoring Committee Mitei Mayek implementation has informed that local newspapers which are now publishing in Bengali script will begin publishing in Mitei Mayek starting January 15, 2023 instead of February 5, 2022 earlier fixed by AMSU, EZM and Monitoring Committee Mitei Mayek implementation. Press release from the committee said the date was deferred owing to COVID-19 pandemic. MBA alumni 2016 of Manipur Technical University handed over edible items to inmates of children home located at Dulaland, Imphal. The initiative was taken with an ideology that entrepreneurship plays a key role in building a society. Student coordinator of the alumni, Dr. Tiant Dhrubanata, said pass out MBA students have been taking up enterprises and sought public support. Pre-board examination 2022 for mathematics subject, which was supposed to be held yesterday but cancelled owing to total shutdown by Manipur State Panchayat Parishad, will be held on February 1 from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Press release from all Manipur recognized private schools welfare association appealed to member schools which failed to conduct the exam to contact the association for the exam questions. City Higher Secondary School Management Committee Secretary C.H. Ronan, a source of providing free education to 4 children of T.H. Ibungo who was killed in a road accident at Mayang Imphal on January 23. It may be mentioned that Ibungo from Mayang Imphal, Awang Klaikai, was hit by a bullet bike. Ibungo and the bullet driver died on the spot, while his wife T.H. Jaiba sustained critical injuries and is undergoing treatment at the ICU of Dras Medicity. He said the school committee will provide free education to the children till class 12.
Secondary school my road again my time with them service school even the hit of Makata my line that some book one of them school study along nothing either. I would go to the Muragi Yamba and select man of the Samarise a city secondary school in my Kedaki class 12 over then the Tamandi in Hana on the period Yaman school is still family with
Ethno Heritage Council Hericol demanded immediate clarification from RSS Chief Dr. Mohan Bhagawat for his statement regarding Manipur being a part of the India since Mahabharat. Press release from Hericol said Dr. Mohan Bhagawat made the controversial statement during a recent book releasing ceremony in Manipur. State PNDT Cell Manipur, under the sponsorship of State Health Society NHM Manipur, organized one-day state-level awareness workshop on PC and PNDT Act rules at IMA Hall, Lamphel Park today. Director of Social Welfare N.G. Uttam, Additional Director of Family Welfare Services Dr. D.H. Mao, Joint Director Chairman SAA, PC and PNDT Family Welfare Services Manipur, Dr. Kimzai Singh Simte graced event. Women activist leader O. Sumati Bala, retired Joint Director and ex-SNO, PC and PNDT family members, Family Welfare Services Manipur, Dr. T.H. Arun Kumar, social scientist, Dr. Dhanabir Laishram were the resource persons. ASA and Angawadi workers and women social activists attended the event. Component body of Committee of Civil Societies Kangleipak CCSK condoled the demise of former president of Apunba Manipur Kanba Ima Lopt Ima Panzobom Sakhi. The body, comprising of the United All Communities Social Uplifters, All Manipur Youth Protection Committee, Human Rights Defenders Manipur, Users Connection Supportive Committee Kangleipak Women Welfare Association, Women Welfare Association Kangleipak and Chingtam United Women Welfare Association shared their condolences during a public meeting. As per reports from the India Meteorological Department, Regional Meteorological Center Guwahati, most districts of the state will not receive rainfall on January 29 and 30. Couple of areas of Tamenglong, Senapati, Imphal West, Ukhrul district will receive rain on January 31. Couple of areas of Tamenglong, Senapati, Kampokpi, Imphal West, Imphal East, Ukhrul, Jiribam and Jurjampu district will receive rain on February 1. In Uttar Pradesh, a total of 623 candidates have been left in fray for the first phase of the assembly elections. 58 constituencies spread across 11 districts of the western UP will go to polls in this phase on February 10. Process of filing nominations for the fourth phase began yesterday. A total of 14 nominations were filed on the first day. Last date of filing nomination for this phase is February 3. Scrutiny will be held on February 4 and last date of the withdrawal of the candidature is February 7. Filing of nomination for second phase will end today. Nomination process for the third phase of polling on February 20 is also underway. Now the sports news. Boxer Samsit Sabam Sarjubalat will participate in her first professional boxing event at Dubai starting February 26 of this year. S.H. Sarjubalat, daughter of S.H. Razant and S.H. Twibi from Tuangkai Ayangpali Prukhamam Leirak, was boxing enthusiast since her childhood. She bagged gold medals at Youth World Women's Boxing Championship held at Turkey in 2011 and silver medals at IBA Women's World Boxing Championship held at South Korea in 2014. She represented India at various international boxing tournaments and brought laurels for the nation and won 4 times Best Boxer. Sarjubala will take part in professional boxing event as part of the arrangements to take part in boxing sport of Paris Olympic Games to be held from July 26 to August 11 in 2024. Grassroots Boxing Promotion and Management India organized the announcement event at Hotel Imphal today, where Manipur DGP P. Dongal, former Indian boxer Mustaba Kamal and S.I. Sarjubala were present in it. The decision of Sarjubala to join professionals was taken after International Boxing Association approved a boxer to play in amateur and then in professional.
I see the opportunity. Since when I'm going to amateur achievements for the professional boxing, that's why major achievements in a great over Pami and the Montana, professional boxing is the turn over.
She has all our support, especially mine, and all the encouragement, and it is such a positive step for all the sportsmen of the state. to have such a inspiring young lady, and especially among the girls, that they should aspire and know that it is not only in books and business or other things, but even as a sportsman you can have a career, and if you do not take steroids and watch your diet and get your rest properly, don't party too much, you can go a long way. You can go like Ronaldo, you can see still 35, 36, but he's still playing so well.
Third Super League quarter-final match of the Under-19 World Cup 2022 between Pakistan and Australia is underway since 6:30 p.m. In yesterday's Super League quarter-final match played at Antique Gulick's Cricket Ground, Afghanistan beat Sri Lanka by 4 runs. 4 times World Cup title winner India will play against former champion Bangladesh in Super League quarter-finals tomorrow. League match of the ongoing Indian Super League ISL 2021-22 between Jamshedpur FC and Goa FC is underway since 7:30 p.m. at JMC Athletic Stadium. In yesterday's league match played at Tilak Median, Hyderabad FC beat Odisha FC 3-2 at JMC Stadium. For the winners, Joel Chinese, Joe Victor and Akash Mishra scored 1 goal each at 51st, 70th and 73rd minute. For the losing team, Jerry and Jonathan De Jesus netted 1 goal each at 45th and 85th minute. Rafael Nadal entered final of the 110th Australian Open men's singles. The tennis championship, which is also this year's first part of the Grand Slam, commenced on January 17th at the hard court of Melbourne City, Australia. In the first men's singles semi-final match played today, Rafael Nadal defeated Italian 7th seed Matteo 6-3, 6-2, 3-6, 6-3 and entered the final. In the second semi-final match, Daniel will play against Stefanos in the women's singles finals of the championship. Top seed Ashley Barty will lock horns with Danielle Collins tomorrow. Arrangements are underway to conduct the 110 Australian Open men's and women's final match, which has commenced since January 17 at Rod Laver Arena's hard court in Melbourne City. In men's singles semi-finals of the championship, Spain's Rafael Nadal defeated Italy's Ant Berrettini in 6-3, 6-2, 3-6 and 6-3 thriller. In the other semi-finals, Russia's Medvedev defeated Greece as Tsitsipas by 7-5, 4-6, 6-4 and 6-1 points to reach the Australian Open final. Men's single final will be conducted on January 30. Meanwhile, USA's D. Collins will face Australia's A. Barty in the women's single finals tomorrow. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. MPCC Secretary Khuraisim Ratan Kumar quits party after INC-led Freeport Alliance decided not to field Congress candidate in Kharai Assembly constituency. Manipur adds 452 new COVID-19 cases, 407 recoveries and 1 death in past 24 hours. Positivity rate stands at 20.81%. And India logs over 2,51,000 new COVID-19 cases, over 3,47,000 recoveries and 627 deaths in 24 hours. Daily positivity rate stands at 15.88%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Condolence